y'all, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, welcome. My name is Katrina Ramos, and in today's video I'm going to show you guys how to get this look. This is my no foundation, everyday natural sort of makeup that I've been doing for a while now. All spring and summer, this is like my go-to, and so I'm going to share that with you guys today. I'm not someone who likes to wear foundation every single day, but I do like to be polished and put together and all of that, and so that is this. So if you want to get ready with me, just keep watching. Okay, so we're going to start off with concealer. I'm using Fenty Beauty concealer in the shade 290, and the goal here is to really just have more natural makeup, so really just using the concealer to cover mostly just any spots I have to make the skin appear more even, pretty much. And so I'm gonna make this like a super minimal makeup look. Like, I want to do this with as little tools as possible, just because so often makeup, just the beauty industry in general, you know, they try to tell you that you need all of these different products, and really you don't. You can make it work with what you have and work your way up if you do prefer to have more. But especially like when you're traveling and things like that, you don't always want to be bringing all these different tools and brushes and all of that with you unnecessarily. So it could just be really helpful to go back to the basics. And just work with what you have, especially because when you blend with your hands specifically, you know, it just makes the makeup look more like skin, you know what I mean? I'm pretty good. I have really visible veins, and so I'm going to work on that. When you let the concealer sit on the skin for a minute, it can give a little bit more coverage if you let it dry down before blending. So we're gonna let that sit for a second, and we're gonna just move on. So while that sets for a second, I'm going to move on, and we're gonna use a brush to do bronzer, and this is just to really like define my cheekbones. I'm using Fenty bronzer in the shade Island Tin. Hopefully that came into focus. And with this, I'm just following my cheekbones, but I'm a little higher, and that's just to help give the face some lift. You guys see me looking up here to the side. I'm just looking in the mirror. I feel like I have a larger forehead, so I do like to bring the bronzer into the top of the forehead, especially because we're in summer and I want to have that bronze look. I'm going to blend under the eyes. Typically I try not to get too close to my bottom lash line, so I'm just gonna like swipe here, especially because I find that the product will settle into my lines when I get that close to my eye. Sometimes I just come up a little too far though. Going to kind of bring it on those outer corners of the eye to contour and give my eye some lift. I think that looks pretty good. So from there, I'm going to use my translucent powder to set, and the one that I use is the RCMA No Color Powder. It's such a large container. It's really great if you're on a budget. It's just, you know, one of those products that it's gonna last you a really, really long time. But I think that moving forward in the future, I may actually replace it with a powder that I think works better in terms of like performance. I don't feel like this powder really does the best job of setting makeup. I have an Estee Lauder compact pressed powder that I keep it in my purse, and I find that that sets makeup really, really well, to the point where it just doesn't crease. Like once you use that powder to set, it doesn't crease. And that's just what I found, that the performance is a little off when I compare it to other powders. So, I mean, I'm glad that I tried it because I've heard really great things about it. I'm just not sure that it really works the best for me, especially in the summertime when it's hot and my skin gets a little more oily in the warmer months. With the setting powder, I'm really just going over the center of my face where I get oily. Which is on the sides of my nose, under my eyes, the center of my forehead, my brows, and the lids of my eyes. And I'm doing it with gentle tapping motions. I'm also going to take this same powder and I'm going to bake a little bit right on my jawbone, just to kind of make it pop. And just accentuate the contour. And I tend to crease right here in my smile lines. So I'm going to put some extra powder there. And now, taking a fluffy brush, I'm going to use that same bronzer that I used before. And I'm just going to apply it to my entire lid. into the crease, and then following my bottom lash line, just start to kind of blend it up and out. And to give the eyes some lift and really kind of just clean up that eyeshadow, I'm going to take some of that powder right there underneath, following the bottom lash line, like that. And while that finishes baking, I'm actually going to use the same concealer I've been using. And because I'm growing my brows out, I'm going to try to clean it up just a little bit by applying the smallest amount of concealer. May actually look better if I use a brush. I'm going to use a flat brush like this. Just blend and clean that up. Okay, using the same brush that I've been using for my powder, I'm just going to gently blend away this powder. And then using what powder is left, I'm going to set the brows. Using the same brush I used for my lids, I'm going to use my bronzer or contour. This is actually warmer than I would like. That's the only caveat with this particular bronzer. Is it advertised as a bronzer? Yeah, instant warmth bronzer. I got it because it said it was a I think it said it was a nude, I think it's advertised as a cool tone. And so I thought, yeah, it says bronzer, but it says it's cool tone, so it should be good as a contour, but it actually is pretty warm in my opinion. And that's the shade right there. It is pretty warm, especially to use as a contour, so this is not my first choice for a contour, but working with what I have. So just blending everything in. Putting a little on the bridge of my nose to give myself, you know, that bronzy kind of a look. I wear sunscreen all the time, so my face rarely hands, with the rest of my body. Just going to go over the bronzer and actually use it as a blush as well. So I'm going for kind of like that natural bronzy, effortless kind of a look. Now, using a flat brush like this, I'm going to use this same bronzer and I'm just going to define the bottom lash line. Just look down in the mirror. And kind of just stamp it. And looking up may actually be better instead of looking down. I'm using my finger gently rubbing across it to blend it. Usually I do skip brows because my brows look pretty good natural, but again, because I'm growing them out, I am going to add a little bit of brow gel. This is the Shape and Fill Duo in light brown by Rare Beauty, and it comes in the cutest little compact like this. There's a mirror for you to look in. It was like this when I got it. Half of it was like it was just broken and I just threw the other half away because it kept falling out. But I use this dark cool tone shade that is in the palette anyway. I don't even use the other one because it's too warm. And I'm just going to do light strokes. I actually really like this brow product. It's gonna last a really long time, first of all, and I love that it's just like gives you everything you could possibly need in a brow product. You have the mirror and it even comes with the brush, which is amazing. It looks like this at the top of it, and it literally just slides out like this, and it's a angled mini brush for your brows. I'm gonna follow up with clear brow gel. I love brow gel, always gotta have that. Even if I don't fill my brows in, I always do a brow gel. This is the Anastasia Beverly Hills clear brow gel. I love the packaging on this, but to be honest, it's really not my favorite. It flakes if you put too much and it does get hard. My favorite is the Benefit Cosmetics brow gel. And so that's the one I would highly recommend. I've tried the e.l.f. one and I've tried the NYX one, and I really don't like those either. So far the only brow gel that I could really like vouch for and put a stamp of approval on is the Benefit Cosmetics brow gel. And that one has cute packaging too. It's all silver. Sorry, I hope you guys were able to see. Let me go back. So when I do my brows, I just like to brush them up, and I just kind of like, if any of them are sticking out, I just kind of lightly get them into the outline. I like to curl my lashes first before I do my liner, and that is because once you line it, curling them after can actually just kind of grab the liner right off your lash line. So I try to get as close to my lash line as possible and hold it there for a good 10 to 20 seconds. And I love a brown eyeliner. This is the Kat Von D tattoo liner in the shade Mad Max Brown 20. It's a waterproof liquid liner. I have tried Benefit Cosmetics Roller Lash, and that one is really good too, but my main thing is just a brown liner. And I'm gonna do just a very small wing. And so I'm gonna start from the center of my eye and bring it out. And I didn't get that as sharp as I want to, so I'm going to swipe the end, and then with my nail drag it. That's kind of a tip. And I love the applicator on this one. It doesn't need to be perfect. I like mine kind of really straight and coming out. But you have to kind of try different styles of liner to really get an idea of what looks best on your face shape and your eye shape and all of that. And so from there, we'll do mascara. I like to mix. Currently, I'm using the Clinique High Impact Mascara. And this one is really good at lengthening. I like to look down and I'll apply the mascara going up. And I usually pull my lashes up and out towards the outer corner to give that almond cat eye type of shape and style. Hi, baby. You want to say hi? Big Ear wants to say hi. So pretty. Okay, and then I'll go in for a second coat using the Climax mascara by NARS, and I find that this one is really good for adding volume. Sorry if my hands are dirty, I just getting makeup on them, so I'll have to wash them after. Hi, baby. Can you guys hear her purring? Fun fact about cats, apparently their purr is very healing. Look at that pretty girl. Oh. Okay, so final touches is highlighter and lips. So I'm going to be using my Anastasia Beverly Hills Resi highlighter in the shade, I think there's just only one. And so I'm just going to use my fingers and lightly apply it the outer, not the outer, but the tops of my cheekbones. I'll do some on the bridge of my nose and the tip, just a little bit, and very lightly, very softly, gently blend that in. Press just a little bit in the corners of my eyes. And the bow of my lips. Okay, from there, lips, I'm doing a lip liner, a lip pencil from NYX in Mahogany. And you want to use something that is a shade similar to your lip color, natural lip color. Maybe a shade darker. And this one is Mahogany. It's really good match for my natural lip color. It has a little undertone of pink or red. And pro tip, have some lip balm on or something when you apply it, and you'll be able to like just press your lips together to blend it. Just give your lips some definition. And then using a pink gloss. This is the e.l.f. Plumping Gloss in Pink Cosmo. This is like my OG favorite. I'm just going to add a little bit. That is the finished makeup look. Thank you so much, you guys, for tuning in. Let me know if you try this makeup look, what you think, what you want to see next. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share with a friend, and I will see you next week. Bye.